Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum students. Welcome to Pakistan School Muscati Learning, and we are learning from our book Amazing Science Grade 4. And I'm your teacher, Ms. Nada Irtada. Welcome to the science class, students. Today we're going to start our new unit number 10, heat, in which we learn about what is heat, how can we produce heat, thermometer, and how does a thermometer work. So let's get started, students. Heat, students, all things are made up of tiny particles called atoms. Group of atoms are called molecules. Molecules are always moving. When molecules move fast, they produce heat. Students, as you know that when we rub our hands together, they become hot. Rubbing makes the molecules move faster. The movement of molecules produces heat. Many people sitting in a small room also produce a lot of heat. You can see in this picture. When we are just increasing the heat, molecules start moving faster. Students, heat is a form of energy. Heat flows from hot objects to cool objects. It flows from one object to another because of their difference in temperature. The cool object absorbs the energy and becomes warmer. We usually find out how hot or cold something is by touching it, but we might be mistaken. Take three bowls. Put very cold water in one, lukewarm water in another, and hot water in the third. Dip one hand in hot water and the other in the cold water for a minute. Now dip both hands in the lukewarm water. What do you notice? Definitely, you notice that the lukewarm water feels hot to the hand that was in cold water earlier, while the same water feels cold to the hand that was in hot water. Temperature and heat. Students, temperature and heat are two different things. Heat is just a flow of energy due to temperature differences. And temperature is, yes, all matters as you know that is made up of atoms that are moving. Even solid objects have atoms that are vibrating. So temperature is what? Is just checking that how much hot and cold something is. It just depends on their movement of molecules. So the motion from the atoms gives the object energy. So what we notice about the temperature, students, that the measure of average moving energy of all the particles in the object. Temperature can be measured in Celsius scale or Fahrenheit scale. Degrees Celsius mean degree C and degree F. Thermometer, what is thermometer, students? Thermometer is an instrument used to measure temperature of anybody. We use an instrument that is called thermometer to find out the temperature of something. And temperature, what we does? Yes, temperature is what? That tell us how hot or cold something is. So how does a thermometer work, students? Yes, a thermometer can measure the temperature. Temperature means how hot or cold something is. So a thermometer can measure temperature because the substance of the liquid inside means inside the thermometer. Because thermometer is made up of thin glass tube with a bulb at the end. This one. The bulb has mercury in it. When the bulb is dipped in the glass of warm water, the mercury rises in the tube. Okay, and when the bulb is dipped in the glass of cold water, the mercury falls down. So what they are saying that the thermometer can measure temperature because the substance of the liquid inside always expands, means increases, or contracts, means decreases by a certain amount due to a change in temperature. If it is hot, it start expanding, increasing. If it is cold, it will start contracting, decreases. Temperature scales. Yes, you can see that the marking on the thermometer called temperature scale. Okay, so what we can say that the glass tube of a thermometer has marking in it. You can see that. This is called temperature scale. Now, what is actually the temperature scale, students? When we're talking about the temperature scales, that the level of mercury on the scale shows the temperature in degrees. When we want to note down the temperature, it will be in degrees. Like when you are measuring the distance, it is in kilometer. When we are measuring some length, so it is in meter or centimeter. So same like when we are measuring the temperature, that is in degrees, either in degree Celsius or in degree Fahrenheit. In Celsius scale, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. While in Fahrenheit, the water freezes at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and boils at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Nowadays, we are using plastic strip or digital thermometers. Okay, so we can see that commonly we are using this as a clinical purpose, the plastic strip or mercury thermometers for clinical thermometers. They are the clinical purpose. And what are the laboratory thermometers, students? They are different from clinical thermometers because they are made of either metal or glass. They are used for precise measurement of temperature or temperature changes. Now it comes to the today's work, students. Today's work of unit number 10 here is question number 1. Answer the following. It's your notebook work. You have to note it down just in a notebook. First, draw a margin line. Write the date and day on the top. And then answer the following question. A part, explain how molecules produce heat. Yes, when molecules move fast, they produce heat. B part, what is a thermometer? Answer, a thermometer is an instrument used to find out temperature. C part, what is a temperature scale? The markings on a thermometer are called the temperature scale. What is your normal body temperature? Students, the normal body temperature is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, or in Celsius, it is 37 degrees Celsius. E part, what is the boiling point of water on the Celsius scale? The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay. So that should be all for today, students. I hope that you enjoy learning. Read the lesson again and then do complete your work. Have a very nice and blessed day. Allah Hafiz to everyone.